Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the middle of January. We are using the Insight Tarot like we used with Scorpio. Hopefully, it's not an hour long like Scorpio's read was, but I do have something cooking in the oven, so in about 15 minutes, I will be getting up and turning the oven off, but I will be back. We're starting off with the past, Leo. And the past is this week. We have King of Swords, okay? So, King of Swords, for some of you, you're cutting someone off from your energy. You know, King of Swords is someone that doesn't play any games. You could have been dealing with someone this week and you didn't like what they did or said. And King of Swords is basically someone who doesn't play any games. King of Swords could also represent law enforcement. Some of you could be involved in law enforcement. Okay. So, some of you could be interacting within a system, a strictly regulated organization, inspecting, supervising, and law enforcing organs and other regulators control and inspection. This is also about critical thinking, okay? Logic, strategic calculation, intolerance of mistakes and disobedience, fearlessness, self-discipline, self-control. Okay. King of Swords has a ruthless ability to make decisions, trying to always be super effective and precise in everything he does. He can act as peacemaker as well, but again, from the position of power. Okay. And composure, critical approach, and importantly, precise realization of own decisions. King of Swords is a strong man, authoritative, powerful, accustomed to give orders and observe obedience, enforcing his decisions, sometimes excessively cruel and relentless, but still thinking logically. His distinctive trait is that he always counts more on himself than on others. He combines remarkable prudence and not least remarkable fearlessness. So some of you this week, what you're doing is you're relying mainly on yourself, okay? You count more on yourself than others. So this is a tough leader, strong, powerful, authoritative, ruthless, principled, prudent, direct, arbiter of truth, a man in the exercise, a judge, a military person, a representative of the executive power, a surgeon, a critic, an inspector. Okay. Some of you could be having surgery this week as well if you're dealing with a surgeon. Okay. When I look at that King of Swords, I think of somebody that's cutting. I think before I had my endoscopy, I kept getting the King of Swords, and it scared me to see the King of Swords. But because it made me wonder if law enforcement was going to be involved or something was going to happen with my surgery. But so some of you also get you know, authoritarian leadership with punishment of disobedient. And what I was trying to say is some of you also get, this type of energy from a family member. So, for example, if you are not the King of Swords, maybe you embody that energy because you grew up around a father figure that was like that, and you decided to be like that in some ways when you got older. You didn't like directly make that decision, but it just happened that you became like somebody like that in your sphere. So somebody has done something to upset you again, Leo. this week. So whatever this person did that upset you, they've done this before, because we have that Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Wands. And your energy is, you're kind of looking at this person like, is this something that's going to keep happening in the future? And it kind of reminds me of the Golden Girls. There was an episode of the Golden Girls where Blanche's overweight daughter was dating this skinny guy who kept making comments about her weight, like insulting her. And they were supposedly going to get married or have a long-term commitment in the future. But Dorothy and some other people, well, it was mainly Dorothy that spoke up for Blanche's daughter. So, I mean, but his behavior was something that would have kept going on into the future had Dorothy or someone else not stopped it. And at first, the girl was telling her mom to butt out of her business. She was telling Blanche, "Butt out of my business. Me and Jeremy are in love." I think that was his name, Jeremy. And so she really wasn't used to guys loving on her or giving her affection, it seemed like. So she seemed to be taking what she could get. And I'm not saying that's the situation with you, Leo. I'm just saying that's an example of how somebody keeps repeating behavior that other people are unhappy with, okay? So somebody has done something this week to upset you. You may have reunited with someone with that Wheel of Fortune and had a new beginning all over again with somebody, but they keep doing things to make you unhappy. And you're wondering if it's going to keep going on into the future with this Three of Wands energy, if they're going to keep doing that. And this is also a card of your ships coming in. It can also represent your ships coming in. It's like, if you took this person back, I mean, don't get mad at me, don't get mad at the messenger, but this is kind of something you should have expected if they've acted this way before. So your ships are coming in as far as their behaviors coming in again if you took them back. And you're not happy about it. We have the Four of Cups. You're not happy about it. It's that kind of unhappy energy where somebody is making you so unhappy that you end up not wanting to be with anyone ever again for a long time. Like, you don't, in the traditional tarot card, we would see someone sitting under a tree with some cups and a cloud trying to offer them another cup that they don't want to accept, like the universe, the divine source, trying to offer them another cup that they don't want to accept, however you interpret that card. So that's how angry this person is making you. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups, Three of Wands. For the middle week of February, Leo, we get the Ten of Cups. So, Ten of Cups is either about your emotional stability or it's about you getting involved with someone else that makes you happy. I've gotten the Ten of Cups when I've been single before. A lot of tarot readers will tell you, oh, Ten of Cups is a happy family. You can be a happy family on your own. So, the middle week of February, you will feel happy and generously share this with whom you love. Okay? You will have a feeling of deep gratitude for the chance to meet those very special people. You will have a feeling of satisfaction into life from relationships, both romantic and friendly. The emotional potential of you will have developed to its peak. You will feel a divine blessing, okay? This is when one miraculously loses individual self and becomes an integral part of the loved ones and those who loved back. The feelings are open for the world and are presented without fear of being unaccepted, misunderstood, or rejected. So you're loving without fear. which to me is a completely different energy from this week, the middle of February, you're loving without fear. The call of the spirit demands one to move on toward new ideas. So even though this feels like the end, it feels like you've reached your emotional peak, it's not the end. Some of you will have deep spiritual satisfaction, emotional exaltation, peace, harmony, trust, convergence, acceptance, mutual understanding, happiness among other people. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a couple, because we have family, friends, colleagues, willingness to share love with others, completeness, perfection, satisfaction. Okay. So you're going to feel complete in the middle of February. Now, clarifying this, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Some of you are feeling complete in your work. Some of you may worry a lot. You stay up late at night worrying about work. Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands, and Three of Pentacles. But even though your work is like a heavy burden, you're feeling very happy in it, or feeling very happy in your spiritual purpose, whatever this is with this Three of Pentacles energy. You're feeling complete, almost like you found your place in the world, like maybe found the ideal job for you. You're creating something new in the middle of February. Some of you are getting a new job and you're feeling at home in this new job. Development of skills and mastery, professionalism, constructive creative activities, integrity, cooperation, efficient teamwork, reciprocal help, mutual understanding, improvement of an existing system in terms of labor organization or process, readiness to receive constructive feedback. Some of you are getting a diploma, qualification, or professional growth, okay? So you're basically putting things in order, developing new competencies, practical learning, skills upgrade. You're going through sustainable progress and realization of ideas, okay? This is all about teamwork. There's somebody you need to work with, or a group of people you need to work with in the middle of this month. It's important to unify your efforts and exchange ideas in any, even the most individual task. So, with this new job, you want to consult your boss for certain things. You don't want to just go ahead without consulting your boss. You want to ask your boss about certain things before you go ahead and do them. Ask questions, work as a team, collaborate, and you will feel happy. You'll feel at home. I know when I first started working at Walmart as a cashier, I was afraid to ask questions. I was kind of shy, but I had a really supportive coworker who told me, she was like, "You can ask me anything. You can, if you need help, go ahead and come to me." And I would. Like, sometimes she would be in the cash register behind me, and I would ask her for help, and she would help me. It's better to get help than to try to look a certain way and act like you know what you're doing and mess up something as far as money and the customer goes, or Walmart and the company goes. Not to be a spokesperson for Walmart, just saying with any job, it's good to ask questions. It's good to collaborate with people, lean on people. You can even ask your boss questions. I used to ask my manager at Walmart questions, and he didn't mind answering them for me. So, I mean, I kind of knew him on like a first name basis. I'd say his first name and ask him for help, and he'd help me. So, My timer is about to go off, so I have got to take something out of the oven, Leo, but I will be back in a few, and I'll finish your reading and let my food cool off. I'll be right back, okay? Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that, Leo. Just didn't really get time to cook my food till later today. So some of you could also be, releasing a heavy burden in terms of, maybe you're talking to your friends about something that has been worrying you late at night, and you're confiding to your friends or your coworkers, and they're helping you with, this emotional stability that you're obtaining, okay? Some of you could be going to church, some sort of social interaction, some sort of group that helps you. And I'm not necessarily an advocate of church. I mean, I like church because to me it is kind of like a social club. I know it's not supposed to be that, but that's how I look at it sometimes. And I think church really helps people, that they either live alone or they don't have a lot of friends. I think attending a social setting helps people because, as much as we want to admit it or not, we are, social creatures. We can say introvert, extrovert, we can label people, separate people all we want to, but people in general are social creatures. We do need that social interaction. So, for the last week of February, Leo, we have the moon. So you're going on some sort of smoky moon trail. Some of you could also be holding in secrets from yourself or from your person. Um, Fragmentation of self or image, illusions, obsession, naked perception, creation of phantom worlds. So I'm falling into myself deeper and deeper each time. I'm fragmenting, losing myself. I'm scary and provoke terror and unconscious melancholy. I've lost myself, descending to nowhere until I cease to exist, okay? You ask me to explain myself, but it's beyond my power. So some of you are having trouble understanding yourself this last week of February, okay? You're going through uncertainty, maybe obsessing, having an illusion, irrationality, disconnecting from reality and facts, suggestibility, superstitions, lies, ambiguity, hazy feelings, sense of loss, anxiety, fears, intuitive insights, ominous dreams, increased sensitivity. Some of you are also going through altered states of consciousness. I don't know how many of you like to get high, but some people like to get high. Some people, I have a friend that's like that. He likes to smoke weed, but he smokes the medical kind, which has not been approved in my state yet, but he gets it from somewhere and he smokes it. And I'm sure he has altered states of consciousness while he is smoking his medical marijuana, which maybe he doesn't. For some people, if it's a medical issue, it helps with the pain, and then that's all they experience is help with the pain. So some of you are looking into shamanism or studying certain things this last week of February. The negative aspects, we have alcoholism, drug addiction, mental illness, okay? Some of you may have problems with mental illness or may have people you deal with that are mentally ill. I mean, we all have problems, regardless of whether we have a label or anything affixed to us. Everyone has problems, So clarifying this, we get Four of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Justice card. Okay, so you're going through an ending with someone the last week of February. Either you're going through an ending or you already ended something in the past, and now some of you may be idealizing this person. We have Four of Swords, so you may be tired or you may be feeling sick. And we have Six of Cups. You do miss someone, okay? You miss someone. And you may regret the way things ended. See, that phone keeps ringing. So someone could also miss you if energies are reversed. Someone could also miss you if energies are reversed. Yeah. You also may be in denial about somebody that you ended things with. Like denial about how things ended or why things ended. You're just really going through it that last week of February. For some of you, maybe you're being gaslit by your person, or this person confuses you with this moon energy, okay? Like, for example, you may have someone that talks down to you or insults you, and then they're like, well, I didn't mean it that way, or this and this and that. And maybe they didn't. I don't know. Only you would know, Leo. Somebody could have had you on a smoky moon trail that was eventually going to end. I'm just kind of tired of reading this energy right now for the last week of February because I don't really like this energy. And whoever is going through this, I feel bad for them with that moon card. Kind of reminds me of what I was reading about concerning this week, Now, this person in this moon card, the reason I don't like this energy is because we have all these different images in this moon card, okay? And then we have the main person. But all these different images are different variations of someone. And it's almost like for some of you, nothing you did for this person was good enough. It could have been like in one image, your hair looks nice, but something else is wrong. So it's like another image, something else is right and something else is wrong. It's like somebody's going through something where like no matter what they do it's never enough, and that's why they had to end things with a past person. I'm tired of dealing with someone. Your attitude for the middle of February is the Five of Wands. You're going through some sort of conflict or inner conflict. Now, this could be at work since we did have the Three of Pentacles earlier. for the cards about your middle week. And Five of Wands is about conflict, okay? It's about conflict. Some of you are expanding your personal boundaries and sphere of influence. This is also about healthy competition. You may be trying to compete with someone. Like maybe someone told you you couldn't do something or they talked down to you, so now you feel like you're going to show them. Everybody competes with everybody and nobody agrees with anybody. Still, not everything is real and it is only a convention. In worst case scenario, it is engagement in a fight of ideas, an aggressive discussion environment in which members are negatively induced and do not respect each other. Punches are traded, so one has to defend himself any way he can. In a best case scenario, it is a useful mindstorm that can be used to test one's own ideas through disputes with others. So this is competition, rivalry, contest, challenge, dispute, discussion, argument, some different points of view. The environment resists, willingness to prove, to show, express oneself. This is also about unsatisfied internal tension, okay? So even if you feel like, you're emotionally whole in the middle of the month, some of you still have some sort of internal tension going on, that you're trying to overcome. Maybe you're trying to move from one level to another level, like you're ascending and you don't realize it. So, for example, maybe you've always been in this energy of, I need someone, I'm lonely, I need someone. And I'm not saying it's not, normal to get lonely. It is, but some of you are leaving that energy of always having to have someone to being fine on your own, and you're not used to getting into that energy. We have Queen of Swords, the Empress, and the Sun. So for some of you, your attitude is, I can do bad all by myself, or I can do good on my own. Because we have the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Sun, you're cutting out whatever doesn't make you happy, okay? Whatever doesn't make you happy. Some of you could also be dealing with a Leo. Hopefully, you're not cutting out your own happiness, okay? Hopefully, you're not cutting out your own happiness. The Empress, Queen of Swords, and the Sun. You're trying to obtain your happiness, it looks like. You're trying to figure out how to reach your happiness. So some of you could also be competing against yourself. Like if you're trying to lose weight, you could be like, well, I lost 2 pounds last week. Let's see if I can lose 3 pounds this week. Some of you are trying to compete with yourself or compete with someone else in the pursuit of happiness. Influencing you is the Hierophant. So some of you wanted a serious level of commitment with your person. Okay, you wanted a serious level of commitment. It could be also that you want a specific type of commitment with your person. So this is about practicing what you preach. This could also be the voice of your conscience. I just got that song in my head from Pinocchio. And always let your conscience be your guide. So I think that's what this is. Not only did you want a higher level of commitment with this person, but maybe the voice of your conscience was telling you something about this person. Could also be something concerning your work if you're wanting a higher level of commitment from someone at work. Now, this is a first in a while, Leo. We do get the White card, which I don't know what that means. So if I cannot find that in this book, um, okay, this is another major arcana card, okay? Wow. So this is the attention of God, okay? Upright and reversed positions have the same meaning. So this is the tipping points of a situation, okay? Kind of reminds me of the straw broke the camel's back, you know? Mm. So God is basically looking at you. King of Pentacles, the white card, and the Five of Swords. So there was someone that you wanted a commitment with, but it seems like this was eventually doomed for failure or doomed to tip over. I mean, this is supposed to be like the God card, but just know that the person you're dealing with is not God, and your person may have wanted a higher level of commitment with you, but with this Five of Swords energy, they always had something negative to say to you. Okay, they were always insulting you or putting you down with this Five of Swords energy. So it's kind of like, say if you were playing around with your person and you made a playful comment and then they took it the wrong way, and then they decided to be ruthless and say something that would really hurt you. So it's that type of energy, okay? Somebody wants a higher level of commitment with you, but they want to win at all costs, So this is really not, it's not based on love. It's based on someone who wants their way, basically. Like they want to have you so they can have their way. Like I want to have Leo so that Leo will give me what I want every day. Like if we are married, it is Leo's job to give me what I want every day. And, just that type of mindset. And it's not, to me, it's not a good idea to be with someone who is like that. If you got the Five of Wands energy in this part of the reading, it could represent, it could represent healthy competition. Maybe you and this person both trying to lose weight at the same time. And I know I keep bringing up weight, but it's just an example. And, but just some sort of healthy competition. If you both wanted to try to exercise at the same time or try to compete with losing weight and encourage each other on, it would be different, but that's not what I see here. I see here someone who likes to put you down, and that's not healthy. And that's what's influencing you in the middle of this month is you just want your happiness. You just want your happiness back. And I think with this white card, God is basically looking at you like, well, what are you going to do, Leo? What are you going to do? Are you going to accept this or are you going to keep going back to this person? Your obstacle for the middle of this month is the Three of Cups. So your obstacle is not having a reunion with this person. Because by now, for some of you, this person knows where you live, or you've been seeing this person for a while, and your obstacle is staying away from them. Okay? Some of you could be addicted to this person. It's not in the reverse position, but it is in the obstacle position. Some of you could be addicted to hanging out with this person. Let me explain to you how addiction works, okay? For those of you that are new to addiction, um, And I'm not talking about addiction when it comes to drugs. I'm talking about addiction when it comes to abusive relationships. Okay. And you don't even have to be physically abused by this person. It could be verbally with that Five of Swords. They did a study a long time ago with mice, okay, where they put these mice in a cage. And whenever the mice pressed, a lever, they'd get a small pellet of food. And of course, they'd get that release of dopamine or whatever chemical they got from eating. And the mice in the cage, where every time they pressed the lever, got a steady pellet. It was an even supply of dopamine or an even supply of a feel good chemical. So they didn't become addicted. But then they had mice in a different cage where the mice had to press a lever, and sometimes they would get food, but other times they wouldn't. Other times they would keep pressing the lever and not get food. So that by the time they finally did get a pellet of food or some food, they would get a rush of dopamine that was really high. It was not on an even kill like the other mice. I hope I'm using that word right. Keel, Keel. I don't know. But so my point with abusive relationships is that you are not dumb. Okay. People may treat you like you're dumb. They may be like, well, why haven't you left this person already? Why haven't you done this? Girl, if it was me, I'd do that. But they really don't understand the process of addiction. And this is why, some guys get friend zoned or some people get friend zoned because you're with someone who's nice every day and they're giving you an even supply of love. So it's easy not to get hooked, it's easy to get bored, but it's easy to get addicted when you're with somebody who's nice one day and mean the next because you're hoping for that little morsel of love that's going to give you so much dopamine. So that's how addiction works when it comes to abusive relationships. So let's get some clarification on this. We have the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So what you're addicted to with this person is new beginnings. That is the obstacle, okay? Because we have the Fool, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. It's always like, well, maybe if I work hard enough, this can be wish fulfillment this time. If I take that leap of faith, if I express my love to this person, maybe they'll change. Maybe I'll finally have that wish fulfillment. And it's like every time you start a new beginning with this person, it's like you get this rush of feeling high. Like in this Fool card, like she feels so high, confessing her love and starting over again, right? And that's the obstacle. The obstacle is you keep thinking you're going to get wish fulfillment with this person if you're just nice enough, if you just put in enough hard work, but you're the one doing most of the work, Leo. What's the outcome for the middle of this month? We have the Queen of Cups, Leo. You're choosing to focus on self-care and focus on loving you. I'm not saying you're not going to communicate with this person in the middle of this month. Some of you may, but if you do, it'll be like in a loving way where you tell this person, like, I'm working on myself right now, you know? Okay. So you're reaching into your hidden feelings. You're trusting in your intuition, focusing on spiritual practices, meditation. Okay. What you feel is the truth. You dwell in numerous reflections of reality created by yourself. Your intuition exceeds all expectations. You're great at interpreting dreams. Some of you are psychic, helping to find a way in a haze. You intuitively feel what talents and abilities are there in a person standing next to you, and your gifts are precious insights. So you're trusting your feelings in the middle of this month and staying away from this person for some of you. You're developing some sort of process, as far as healing goes, your mood, your internal state. You're figuring out what you want and trying to manifest it. Yeah, if you do talk to this person, you're telling this person what you want because we have the Page of Wands, the Magician, and the Two of Wands, okay? Now, this person could be coming in, and telling you that they want you, but you're lovingly telling them no, or you're letting them down easy, which is more than they did for you with that Five of Swords energy. But if they're not coming in and giving you a message, you're giving them a message about what you want. With this Page of Wands, the Magician, and Two of Wands energy. Some of you are thinking about what you want to manifest in the middle of this month. You're thinking about what you want. I mean, presents are nice. A lot of people on Valentine's Day, they want presents, they want gifts, but you're going deeper than that. You're thinking about what it is you truly want for your future. What you don't see coming in the middle of this month is the Temperance card. This is you trying to be patient with the universe because it is taking you a while to get what you want to come in, because you have to get out of this energy of, constantly taking someone back because you think they're going to change, okay? So you're learning to accept differences without splitting into the good and the bad. You're trying to learn how to be happy right now. As far as in the middle of February, you're trying to learn how to be happy then. Some of you are focusing on the present. So that's what's going to help you when you get into that moon energy that I didn't like, Leo. When you get into this moon energy of either being in denial or being out of touch or out of it, what's going to bring you back to reality is focusing on the present moment with this Temperance card, focusing on what you can be grateful for, what you have now, what you can be thankful for. You may, get balanced in the middle of this month and figure out the truth. Some of you also have a guardian angel coming in the middle of this month, because another message from the Temperance card is I am your guardian angel. So there's going to be a conflict resolution. Okay, inner peace, patience, calm. You're being satisfied with little, you're healing, including getting rid of the dependencies. Routine, monotony, slow pace of time. So some of you are not used to routine and monotony and a slow pace of time. And you keep fighting that. You keep resisting that because you keep going back to this person that hurts you because you're bored. As crazy as it sounds, it's like when you're not around this person, you get bored. I mean, when you establish a routine of taking care of yourself and being there for yourself, you get bored. And what you don't see coming is you learning how to balance everything out in the middle of this month, balancing out your emotions, balancing out your life. I think you're trying to be patient with your person because I think what's happening is they're feeling left out in the cold by you ending things because we do have 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. And your person wants to come in because they're feeling left out in the cold and they want to lie to you about something to prevent you closing out a cycle. No, Leo, I wasn't insulting you. They don't want you to close out a cycle with them with this 10 of Swords energy. But your guardian angel sees all of this and your guardian angel knows the truth, okay? Your guardian angel knows the truth about this person and their lies. Now, if this is about your energy, some of you are lying to yourselves about something, or you're sneaking off too in this cycle. You're slowly sneaking off with the 7 of Swords. Yeah, you're learning to be patient with this person. This is something this person does a lot, Leo. Whenever you try to end things with this person, they come in because they're feeling left out in the cold and they want to lie to you. They do this often because they don't want you to leave them. They know they have a problem, but they're unwilling to fix it or unwilling to address it, and they keep sweeping it under the rug or covering it up. And if I just keep lying to Leo, I can prevent the ending. For some of you, your person is going to be angry when you end things. So, what they're going to do is spout out some sort of lie, that's going to really hurt you with this 10 of Swords energy. But it'll be the last thing they say to you and the last time they're able to really hurt you. If you just decide to be patient with that Temperance energy and don't talk to this person, be patient. You're going to see this person's true colors come out when you don't say anything for a while. Your advice is the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Page of Cups, okay? So your advice is basically that you have a lot of options, Leo. You don't have to put up with this person. There's plenty of people out there that will be willing to commit to you and willing to love you in the way that you deserve to be loved with this Page of Cups energy, okay? So you have a lot of options, and there may be someone in particular out there waiting for you, Leo, a different person from your past that still has feelings for you that wants to apologize or, wants to express how they feel about you and spend time with you. So your advice is to look at your options and possibly find someone that you have feelings for or that makes you feel good. Someone that's willing to commit that makes you feel good. To me, 4 of Wands is also about, I mean, in addition to stability and structure, it can also be about having fun. So your advice is to look through your options, maybe find someone you can have fun with, like something casual, like you go to the movies or spend time doing fun things together. And in the process of having fun and being happy, you find someone who actually cares about you versus somebody that keeps putting you down. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. So some of you could be falling in love with someone else if you look through your options. You'll find someone who is romantic, compassionate, sociable, and charismatic, but at the same time, naive and vulnerable, looks like a sensitive, loving, and gifted with a rich imagination. So you'll be finding someone who has sincere feelings, maybe flirting with someone. I just get this feeling that you're basically being told to explore your options in the middle of February. And that's what's going to make you happy is exploring your options and talking to different people. Um, because what's happening to you now is somebody's not treating you how you deserve to be treated. I don't care that this person came across as the King of Pentacles. I really don't. Some people, sometimes the King of Pentacles, depending on the person, they have this mentality that they can treat anyone however they want to treat them just because they have money. And that's wrong. In my book, that's wrong. To treat someone just any old which way just because you have money. It's like, well, I can call someone stupid, and if I give them $5 later, it's okay. Money makes everything. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So, regardless of whether this person was apologizing or apologizing and giving you gifts later, I don't like the way this person was treating you. So, that's all I have, Leo. Explore your options. That's how you're going to get past this person. I'm not saying to, commit to something serious, just because you had that Four of Wands energy. I'm not saying go out and marry someone in the middle of the month just to get over this past person. But how I interpreted Four of Wands is go out and have fun, so you can let go of this past person. And I don't mean like, you're in someone's bed or something like that. I mean fun as in like going and having fun activities like pool, bowling, get out there. And that's how you're going to let go of this person instead of staying at home, waiting on their phone call or whatever. And eventually their true colors are going to show. You'll be out having fun one day, probably bowling or doing something fun with a friend, and you'll get a phone call while you're not at home, and you'll check your messages, and you'll see who this person really is. So that's all I have, Leo. I'm sorry that this person didn't see the gift they had, that is you. And please don't go back to this person. I mean, it's really up to you. Don't let a tarot reader or cards tell you what to do, but I'm hoping you do what's in your best interests. And take care. Namaste. Thank you for coming to this reading. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes.